Hello everyone. So today the topic which we are going to start is very important. Why? Because today we will start laws of motion, and in our universe everything is in motion. And what are the laws of motion? That is most important thing, and we will discuss the most important part today in laws of motion. Is that clear? So in laws of motion we will basically start first law. So Newton gives 3 laws of motion. So the first law, what does first law states? Students, I have kept this pen here. Can you see this? Can you see this, the pen here? I have kept this pen here. Now this pen is in the state of rest. It is not in the motion. This pen is in the state of rest. Now if I apply some force, the pen is in motion. Now the pen is in motion. Suppose I lift the pen up and I apply force to hold it. So the pen comes to rest. Which means what? A body continues to be in the state of rest or in uniform motion until any force acts on it. Means unless we apply some force, a body at rest will be at rest and the body in a motion will be in motion. You cannot stop that. The body cannot stop on its own. Either to start the body or to stop the body, you need to apply a force. So this particular law is also called law of inertia. Inertia. What is inertia? To explain you people inertia, I am taking a small example. When you sit in a car, when you sit in a car or you sit in bus, what happens? Suddenly if the bus starts, you get a jerk at the backward like this. Yes or no? Or suppose a bus is in motion, it applies brakes. So you come to the front or not? That is inertia. How I am explaining? See, suppose you are sitting in a car. Suppose you are sitting in a car. Is it clear? You are sitting in a car. Now, suddenly the car starts. So when the car starts, the car is in motion. And our feet which is touched with the car is in motion. So what happens? Our upper part of the body tries to go back so as to keep ourselves at rest. Means suppose the car starts, so according with the motion of the car, the feet of our body, it moves, it goes out, means that side, and our upper part of the body, it forces its back so that we stay at rest, so we get a jerk. Which means, law of what is inertia? Property of an object which resists any change in the state of rest or motion. Resist any change. Resist means to stop the change happening. To stop the change happening. Similarly, when a car is in motion, then what happens? Our body, we are here and the car, we lean on the seat and the car is moving. Suddenly when the car applies brakes, the motion stops and we lean forward, because when the bus of the car moves, we are in this position. Means we are in motion now. Okay, we are in motion. Now when the bus or the car stops, our body puts us forward so that to oppose us or to make us rest. Which means inertia actually opposes the force of motion. You can say inertia actually opposes the force of motion. It is coming from the opposite direction. So hence this law gives you the condition of inertia. So inertia can be of rest, inertia can be of motion, and inertia can be of direction. So this is the overall law that we have to apply a force to either get the body to rest or to get the body in motion or to change the direction of the motion. Okay. Now suppose this body is falling from a free height. Now I have to apply a force here to stop the body. I have applied force to stop this marker. So this marker comes to rest. So this is the first law of motion. So from Newton's law we have learned about inertia. What is inertia? Inertia is the natural tendency which opposes the change so as to keep us at rest. So property of an object which resists any change in the state of rest or motion. This is Newton's first law of motion. So first law of motion tells us that everything happens on it is happening in a particular path, it is happening in a particular motion, but you cannot stop it or you cannot change it until you apply some force. This is Newton's first law of motion. So in that case, I have some examples here. A practical example. There are many forms. Starting a stationary bus. Okay, sudden starting of stationary bus. Can you see this particular diagram? Is it visible? Okay. Sudden starting of a stationary bus. Suppose that both the passenger and the stationary bus are at rest. Okay. When the bus starts, the feet of the passenger starts moving forward with the bus. When the bus starts, the feet of the passenger starts moving with the bus. But the upper part of the body tends to remain in the state of rest due to inertia. Upper part of the body tends to remain in the state of rest due to inertia so that the passenger falls backwards. You go backward. So inertia, the inherent property of an object due to which it resists any change in the state of rest or motion. So from Newton's first law, we also get to know about the law of inertia. So today we will discuss this much. Notes and everything will be given in Google Classroom. Notes and everything will be given in Google Classroom and videos will be shared in WhatsApp. Thank you everybody. Thank you for your time. Stay safe and stay healthy. Next week we will start. I'll give some questions for homework. Next week we will start a new topic, that is the second law of motion. So from first law of motion we get to know about the concept of inertia. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay blessed.